vibes back again. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, in this video I am going to compare two cars for you guys. Both the cars actually come from the Maruti Suzuki group. First one is the Maruti Suzuki Alto and the other one is the Maruti Suzuki Espresso. Now definitely there is a difference in the price of both the cars, and the major difference is in the features as well as the engine of the car. In the Alto you actually get a 800cc engine, whereas in the Espresso you actually get a 1000cc engine. In this video I will be showing you guys the exterior, interior, how much space do you get in both the cars, and the boot space as well. By the end of the video I'll tell you guys which car should you pick for yourself. So stay tuned with me for next couple of minutes. I'll definitely come on to the conclusion which car would be a great pick for you. So let's quickly start the video without wasting any more time. At the front, as you can see, this is the kind of design which you get. Suzuki badge right in the center. This is the hexagonal grille sort of a design provided at the front, and those are the headlights of the car. So here, as you can see, they have actually provided halogen bulbs, and here you do get fog lamp housing, but the fog lamp is kind of missing. And this is the side profile of the car. In this particular variant you do get body colored door handles and mirrors, so that is a good thing. Side indicator right over here. And this is the front look of the car. Here you do get some chrome design. In the headlamps you get halogen bulbs provided, and this is the front profile of the car. And here, as you can see, fog lamp housing is there, but the fog lamp is kind of missing because this is the base variant. This is the standard base variant of the Maruti Suzuki Espresso. Now let me quickly show you guys what all features do you get in the interiors of this car. So the door is kind of locked on this side. So now let me quickly show the tire profile. So here, as you can see, those are Seat tires provided, and the tire profile happens to be 145/80R12. Those are 12 inches steel rims provided with wheel caps. Here if you see, on the top they have actually provided your antenna, which is for the music system. This is your body side molding, and let me quickly show the tire profile at the rear as well. So here, as you can see, the tire profile is again similar, which is 145/80R12. Those are 12 inches steel rims. And here, as you can see at the rear, the tire profile happens to be 145/80R13. Those are 13 inches steel rims provided, and the wheel caps are kind of missing. On the sides you do get side body cladding. The front tire profile happens to be the similar size, which is 145/80R13. Those are 13 inches steel rims. The ground clearance of this car is really very good as per small car standards. And this is the rear profile of the car. As you can see, the design of the car has stayed quite a lot similar, no changes as such. And here if you see, here on the bumper you also do get reverse parking sensor, so that is again a good thing which will help you while parking the car in tight spaces. So guys, right now I'm inside the cabin, and as you can see, this is how the dashboard and the interiors of the Maruti Suzuki Alto VXi variant looks like. As you can see, the dashboard design is quite simple, I would say, and it is actually quite neat and clean. It definitely looks quite good according to me, and the black and beige color which they have used also looks quite nice inside the cabin. So the design of the dashboard, the interiors definitely look quite nice. And this is the music system which you get in the VXi variant. Now it definitely has USB as well as aux connectivity as well as Bluetooth, and those are your controls for your air conditioning. And if you can see here, you have practicality spaces. You do get two cup holders. There is again some space to keep your stuff. There is also a 12-volt charging point provided right over here, and this is your 5-speed manual gearbox provided. Here you have your power window switches. At the front you have power window switches. At the rear you have to manually actually do it, and below the handbrake also you have some space. So that is about the practical things inside the cabin. This button obviously is for your hazard lamp right over here. Now let me show you the instrument cluster. So here in the instrument cluster, as you can see, the tachometer is kind of missing. In the center you have your speedometer, on the left you have your lights provided, emergency lights. On the right you have your button provided from which you can obviously toggle through your trip. This is for your wiper lever, and here if you see, this is obviously for your headlight. That is your headlight leveler. And here in the door pads, as you can see, so here in the door pads there is no bottle holder on offer. There is some space to keep stuff where you can probably keep your newspapers or magazines. From here you can obviously open your boot space as well as your fuel lid, and this is to open your hood. So that is about it. So guys, this is how the dashboard and the interiors of the VXI variant looks like. Now let me show you the glove box. So here as you can see, the glove box, size of the glove box is quite good, I would say, considering the size of the car. The glove box size is really very good. So guys, this is how the dashboard of the Maruti Suzuki Alto VXI variant looks like. And if you notice right over here, again you have some space where you can probably keep your coins. So that is about the practicality. If you see right over here, you don't really get a vanity mirror with the sun visor. On the driver side as well, I don't think so you have a vanity mirror. Yes, so again here you don't really have a vanity mirror inside the car. So guys, I think I have spoken a lot about the interiors of the car. So guys, right now I am inside the car, and as you can see, in terms of features, here this is your instrument cluster in the center head position. Because this is the base standard variant, it does not really get a music system. This is your hazard lamp, and those are your controls for your AC. You do get a driver side airbag and ABS EBD as standard in terms of safety features. The glove box, as you can see right over here, is decent in size, and here you get some storage spaces. There are two cup holders provided. This is your 5-speed manual gearbox. This is how the dashboard looks. Sun visor, and there is no vanity mirror right over here. So that's about it. In the door pads, as you can see, you have bottle holder. There is some space to keep stuff. You can probably keep newspapers or magazines. At the front as well as on the rear, you don't really get power window switches. And this is how the dashboard looks like. And yeah, that's about it. So guys, right now I'm in the second row of the Maruti Suzuki Alto, and as you can see, this is the amount of space which you get inside the car. You can stretch your feet below the driver as well as co-driver's seat. The leg room is okay. The knee room is again okay. The under thigh support obviously could have been a little bit more better. The headroom is good, I would say. So that is about the space. And here again you have a hump provided right in the center. Talking about the shoulder room, you can easily get 2 adults at the rear, and probably you can also fit a kid in the middle. So that is about the space on offer. Here again you have a handle to hold on to. Other than the driver's side, you have handles to hold on to right over here. And in the door pads, as you can see, so here you don't really have anything on offer. There is no bottle holder as such, and also at the rear you don't really get power window switches, so you have to actually manually put the windows up and down. So guys, that's all about the space which you have inside this car. Now in this car you have 35 liters of fuel tank capacity, and the ARAI claim mileage of the Alto is 22.05 kilometers per liter. Talking about the safety features on offer in this car, you have dual airbags, ABS EBD as safety features. So guys, I think I have spoken a lot about this particular car. So here, as you can see, this is the amount of space which you get, and the co-driver seat is pushed a bit behind. And here, as you can see, in terms of space, the legroom is good because you can stretch your feet below the co-driver and the driver seat. The knee room is not that great. The under thigh support again could have been a little bit more better. Here you have some storage space, and in terms of shoulder room, you can get two adults and a kid in the middle. You also do not get a partial shelf with this car in this particular variant. And at the rear, as you can see, you have to actually manually put the windows up and down. No power windows provided in this particular variant. In terms of headroom, it is good, I would say, because it's a tall car. And here again you get an handle to hold on to. Handles are provided except for the driver, and this is how the dashboard looks like. Now let me quickly show you guys the boot space which you get with this particular car. And here in the door pads, as you can see, there is no storage space as such. So guys, this is the 177 liters of boot space which you get in the Alto. So this is the boot space, and below this obviously you have your spare wheel, and the tire profile of the spare wheel is again similar, which is 145/80 R12. This is again a steel rim obviously, and this is the amount of space which you get in the Alto. And this is how the cabin of the Alto looks like. So guys, now let me quickly show the engine of this car. So guys, here this is the boot space of the Maruti Suzuki Espresso. Here, as you can see, you have your emergency triangle as well as toolkit provided, and the boot space happens to be 270 liters to be precise. And below this you again get your spare wheel, which is obviously not an alloy because the main wheels are also not alloys. Those are again steel rims. So that's about it. The boot space is actually quite decent in size, as you can see. It is quite a deep boot, and the loading lip is a bit on the higher side. So that's about the boot space which you get. So guys, this is the 800cc petrol engine which is on offer, which produces around 48 PS of power and 69 Newton meters of torque. So guys, I have actually already made a review of the Maruti Suzuki Alto CNG variant. So if you are interested in watching the complete review of this car, you can definitely click on the link in the description box below. And if you are interested in watching Hindi content, then definitely you can also check out our Hindi channel, which is Auto Revs Hindi. I'll give link for the same in the description box below, so you can also check that channel out. Let me quickly show the engine which is on offer. So guys, as you can see, this is the 1 liter or 998cc petrol engine which is on offer, which develops around 68 bhp of power and 90 Newton meters of torque. I'll definitely try to make a proper review of this particular car. So guys, this was a quick video of the Maruti Suzuki Espresso base standard variant from my side. I hope you guys liked it. Still, if you have any doubts or queries regarding the same or the other, you can definitely ask it to me on my Instagram handle as well as in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to answer most of your doubts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drive safe, ride safe. Bye bye.